Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube, except today's video is not about yarn. It is about a scratch art paper pad that I found at Michael's when I was buying yarn, and that video will be coming up soon. But anyway, I did pick this up. It was on clearance. They have these throughout the year. I've seen them there many a times. It seems like I might have picked one up before for my art kids. I'm pretty sure I did, matter of fact. But I am trying to get this open so we can see what's in it today, and I can actually start working on one and see what it's all about. So all three sides are taped here. All right. Now, so this is what it is. It's by Reese, Fine Art Made Easy. I like the strawberries on this one. It looks like it comes with a little brush and a little scratch pen. Scratch art paper pad. It's 6 sheets, 9 by 12. 8 pieces. Oh, counting this would be 8 pieces. Okay, so let's see what's on the back. Look at those pretty pictures. Okay, the yellow butterflies are like, yes, I love that. The blue sky with the yellow butterflies. But look at this one here with the little house up there and the flowers, the winding pathway. Love it, love it. Even the blue beetle. I'm not a bug type person, okay? But the blue beetle is like, yes, I want to do that one. And look at this. So cute. And then there's an owl, and then back to the strawberry one. So let me get this opened and get the little tools out. Okay, the only instructions I see is right here. It says scratch and display. Follow the outlines to reveal art beneath. Scratch as much or as little as you like. So you don't have to scratch it all. And I definitely want to leave some black in there. But it's saying, you know, just scratch off whatever you want. There's no right way or wrong way to do it. So that's easy enough. I'm going to lay this over to the side. And I open the tools, and one of them is a brush. Kind of like a little short paintbrush. And the other one is a scratch tool. So anyway, and oh, is there a cap on it? Or I can't really tell. Does that come off? It might come off. I don't know. I can't pull it off. I thought it might be a cap that goes on the end of this. But I'm going to just scratch on this while we chat today. Thought it'd be something fun and different to do. Interesting. So what are you guys up to today? How has your weekend been? Today I slept really late. I didn't feel good overnight, and so this morning I got up really early, about like 5 a.m. to go to the restroom, and then I laid back down and slept. My body needed some rest, and I gave it to it, and I'm glad I did that. So I'm not sure exactly how much of this you can see as I'm scratching it. I'm just going to try to... I got to be able to see. But I want you to be able to see also. So you just go around on this and scratch the black off. Now back in the day, my kids used to take crayons, like broken crayons. We had a whole box. It was actually a Walton's lunch box. Remember the Waltons? It was a lunch box of them. And we had all kinds of just broken, peeled crayons in that box. So they would take those crayons, and take a piece of like cardstock or hard piece of paper. I don't even know if we called it cardstock back then, but yeah, we probably did. But they would take that and just color little spots all over it, like some red, some blue, some yellow, some green, and they would color really hard on that cardstock, and covered the whole thing of cardstock where you couldn't see any white. It would just have color all over it. Then they would take a black crayon and color over the whole thing. The whole thing would just be colored black. Then they would kind of draw out a picture on regular notebook paper or something like that. Then they would take that and draw it, scratch it out on their black piece of paper that they had created, and it would show all the colors on the bottom side, you know, under it. So that was neat. My kids used to do that a lot. So this is kind of the same concept, except it's already done for you, and I'm assuming that the colors are already put in the right places. Like on the back of that, we saw that these butterflies would be yellow. And guess what? I can put this in the fair. That's the cool thing about it. I can just have some fun while I'm working on it, and then later I can put it in the fair. Okay, so I'm going to start scratching on this right here. And I'm going to leave those little dots in there black. Oh, that's looking pretty. I like that yellow. So I'll wipe it in just a minute, or brush it with this brush so you can see how that's looking. Because I know you can't see through my hand, but trying to get the camera at an angle where the camera can see and I can see and is kind of difficult. Been a pretty lazy weekend for us. We've just taken it easy and rested. Mostly, you know, just not doing too much of anything, nothing strenuous, for sure. Y'all saw that Big Daddy and I did go on a date, which did not go so well. But that's just the way it is. Anytime I go to a restaurant, or any time that I try to, you know, eat food, I may or may not be able to eat it. You know, if I eat mashed potatoes today, I may not be able to eat mashed potatoes tomorrow. It's no rhyme or reason, and it's no, oh, got out of line. It's no guarantee that I can ever eat anything. I can eat ice cream today, and tomorrow I might not be able to eat ice cream. So it's just a guess, you know. Can't tell until you try if my esophagus is going to comply or not. So that's just the way it is. And also Big Daddy, someone, you know, was suggesting that Big Daddy, you know, I just go and sit with Big Daddy and tell the restaurant I can't eat. Big Daddy would never do that. He is not going to go in a restaurant and order food and me not order anything. So sometimes I just order something that we can bring home and he can have the next night. When he wants to go out to eat, you know, I'll order something that I can try to eat. But then if I can't eat it, you know, I just kind of stir in it and kind of act like I'm eating. And then, you know, get a to-go box and bring it home for him the next day, or he can take it to work or have it for dinner or whatever. So, but he would never sit there and eat food in front of me. He would never. That is not his style at all. And me not have anything. So I pretend a lot. I pretend that I'm eating or something a lot, but anyway. And just because I could eat something at one restaurant one day, I might go to that restaurant the very next day and not be able to eat the same exact thing. So It's just no rhyme or reason. It's just the way it is. It's hard. It really is hard. Not knowing, you know. I did put up a little shorts video of some soup that my son Dakota had found for me at Walmart. It's pepperoni soup. So you can check out that little shorts video. It's just like a minute long. But it was interesting. I did taste pepperoni pizza, but I also kind of tasted chili. It was good. I'd buy it again. I would buy that. Definitely. And try that again. And they have other flavors, so I want to try the other flavors that they have. They have a cheeseburger. Y'all, I have not had a cheeseburger in I don't even know how many years it's been since I've had a cheeseburger. So I want to try that. A cheeseburger soup. And they have a meatball. Creamy meatball. They do have a chili also. I just want to try them and see if I can eat them, and if I can, it's something that I can hopefully add to, you know, my little menu, which is not very long, of the things I can eat. I mean, you know, sometimes can eat things like mashed potatoes or ice cream, pudding, applesauce, things like that. But I'm gonna just tell you, I've been eating those things for so long that they're boring. So boring. So I'm always looking for something new to add to my little menu. And something good. I mean, just because you know, can eat it, I want it to taste good also. Let's see. Looks like this would take me a while to do because my hand is cramping up. I should have picked a simpler picture. Oh, but the thing about it is when I get tired of doing it, or if I don't want to work on it anymore, I can call it done, because that's what it said. Scratch as little or as much as you want to. So there's no right way or wrong way. It will be done whenever I get tired of working on it. I'm going to try to go around that little ball, circle. I don't know what that is. That's pretty cool. Something different to work on and do. All right. I wanted to leave the next one black, and I accidentally scratched out on it right there. But I'm going to skip over that one and leave that one black. I might can go back and touch that up with a black marker. I don't know. Uh-oh. Looks like a different shade of gold or yellow, more like a gold over here. Maybe. Let me scratch on it a little more and see. Interesting. Have you guys ever done a scratch art piece like this? Or the scratch art that I was describing that my kids did back in the day? Tell me about your experience with it. Oops. My shark fell up, my hork fell over, and my rat fell over. I may have to move them if I keep knocking them down. I'm assuming I need to hold that a different way to scratch on it better. I don't have a lot of control. This might not be the full-time craft for me. It may not be the full-time craft for me, but it's an experience. Because my hand is cramping up quite a bit. And if you're new here and you're wondering, you know, why don't she have any fingers? I have Raynauds and I lost my fingers. They died. Started in 2013. I do have videos about what happened to my fingers probably, and it's about time I update that. I need to make a new video, so I think I will do that. This little band that I'm scratching off here is gold. What have you guys been watching on TV? Or streaming, rather. I don't have TV, but I can stream some things. So I have been watching Leanne. I think it's Leanne Morgan. She has that new sitcom on Netflix. It's just called Leanne, I believe. I've been watching that. I've already watched the whole season twice. I do that. Because I might have fell asleep, and so I went back and watched it again. And then I might have fell asleep, so I might need to go back and watch it again. That's the way it works for me. How about you? That's interesting. I think I can touch that up a little bit later when I can bring it up close, you know, have my face down closer to it when I'm not recording. Okay, so I need to scratch off the black on this side over here. And I'm just doing my pencil like in little circle motions. Pencil, the scratcher thing that came with it. I'm just doing it in like little circle motions or short back-to-backs at times. Oh, yeah. I'm liking how that is turning out. Looks. It's cute. Something different for sure. And if it turns out anything, you know, kind of decent, I can put it in the fair. Which, if I'm going to make some projects for that, I need to get started on it. I haven't made anything and said, oh, this is for the fair. Now, I have my crochet booth. I can get some items out of it that I have made and put them into the fair. So that's kind of what I'm banking on doing. Okay, so I experimented just a little bit to see like what was the best way, and it is easier for me to do this without hugging around a camera. This is pretty cool. I'm glad I picked this up. Something to focus on, you know, get my mind off of everything else and focus on something, some art. Even if it's scratch art, it's still a type of art. And then sometimes you really have to brush it to be able to see what you've missed. And alright, so I'm going to circle around this one. I was trying to leave these dots here black. This side of the butterfly has more black dots than the other side. This one only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I wonder what's up with that. Pretty cool. So what do you guys have going on this week? What's your plans for the week? I do have a doctor's appointment this week. As always, I get so tired of going to the doctor. It takes a lot out of me to go. And then if it's not, you know, if they don't do anything that's very helpful, then I feel like it was such a waste, and I spent all that energy, because it takes a lot of energy when you have chronic illness, just getting dressed. And that's if you don't need to get a shower. If you need to get a shower, oh, that takes every bit of my energy right there. But then, you know, to get a shower and get dressed, I just about can't function after that. That takes a lot of energy. So if I can get a shower the day before and have it where I only need to get dressed to go, that would be a little bit easier on me. But it's still hard. The energy it takes just to get dressed is a lot. People who don't have chronic illnesses, you know, they don't understand that. And that's okay if you don't, you know. I'm glad that you don't, to be honest. Because I don't want everybody in the world to feel this way. So it's hard to explain to people, you know, like how much energy it actually does take and how tiring it is. Sometimes just to get dressed to go somewhere, and then I'm just like, I can't go. I just don't have the energy to go. And I hate it. But that's just the way it is. Now, I'm going to have to look at that a little closer and see. I want to scratch off. I'm going to skip a row and then scratch the next round. How about that? Let me see if that works. I can't see because my hand is creating a shadow there. And if you're new here and you don't know, I did used to paint. If you've seen a video recently of me sitting in my chair with that painting behind me, I did paint that. That was probably one of the last creations that I did complete. And that song is, you know, holds a special place for me that's on that painting. And sometimes on my phone, I will turn that song on. I will just turn it on and put it on repeat when I'm feeling really, really sick and bad. You know, and I just feel like I'm at my end. I'll turn that on and just listen to that. Also, Jelly Roll's song, I'm Not Okay. I'll listen to that on repeat also. You know, I'm not okay. But everything's gonna be alright. I think I might have done. I'm having a hard time staying on the line that I want to stay on, and that's why I did stop my paintings, is because I couldn't get my hands to do what I wanted them to do. Like they were doing their own thing, and it wasn't what was in my mind. Let me see. I was thinking about scratching this antenna. The good thing about our fairs, they have so many, you know, they have all the different age groups. So, of course, I would be in, you know, I think 65 and below. I messed that up. I just don't have control over the pencil. Whether it was, you know, pencil like this or whether it was a paintbrush, I just don't have any control over it. So yeah, I did make that way too wide. It's taking a lot just to do this little butterfly. Way more than I was expecting, to be honest. But I think there's a blue background behind this, so I'm going to scratch that off to get the blue. So this is what I'm spending my Sunday afternoon doing. And we might revisit this in a future video, so you can see the progress or what, you know, whatever I get done. Tell me what you guys think about the scratch art. To go back and scratch a little more off of it. And then you just have to brush it some more and scratch it some more. So that's pretty interesting. Huh. I probably did these flowers. Like I want to do the some of it, you know, I want to leave black. Like the inside of the flower, I'm just going to leave that black. I got this at Michael's, but I'm sure they have scratch art on Amazon or at Hobby Lobby or maybe even at Walmart. I don't know. You can search scratch art and probably find something similar to this. I like the pictures that this one had on it. Now, let me just sweep it and see what it looks like. Okay. So I have that flower done. Oh, there's a few more flowers, so I'm just going to go around and do the flowers here. That'll give me a better feel of what else I want to do, because I know I want to do the flowers. And then the 2 butterflies, but leaving some black on them so that, you know, it does show that it is scratch art. Now, last year, one of my art kids did her scratch art piece. Someone bought that from her the day that she was there picking up her art. Someone bought her scratch art piece off of her, and so that was exciting. She was really, really excited about that. That was the youngest girl. Alright, there's another flower. I might have to touch it up just a little bit. But I like how these are turning out. What do you guys think? Now, the butterfly obviously needs a lot more work. Probably do the butterfly and the sky around it But I think I'll go ahead and do these flowers here. If I can hold this pen or scratcher thing. It's kind of like a pen, a paintbrush, or pencil. If I could hold it a little better without cramping my hand so bad. Alright guys, well I'm going to let you all get going. I appreciate you stopping by and just hanging out with me for a few minutes today. I'm going to scratch on this for a little bit while this video is uploading. And then I have some other things I need to work on in the house. It's Sunday, so that's our day to, you know, get the house going, get it cleaned up, go ready for the week. Big Daddy's got the dishwasher running right now. I'm sure he's got laundry he's got to do tonight. And I've got some stuff I need to get together and organize. I see, like, I wouldn't want to do this with a white shirt on and then brushing all this black stuff towards your shirt. Thankfully, the shirt I do have on is ready for the wash. I spilled soup on it. So it is ready for the wash. And when he starts washing clothes, I can throw this in there. But anyway, guys, I will see you all in the next video. Take care. Remember, it's a beautiful day to crochet or do any other type of art that brings you joy. And I'm not sure if this brings me a lot of joy, but but it's something different and out of the ordinary to do, you know. It's not my same old, so see you in the next video, friends.